Hey guys, it's Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown, and today I'm going to talk about the difference between your head voice and your falsetto voice. So we really have three kind of voices. We've got our chest voice, which is just your normal everyday speaking voice, and if you were to sing a note, it would sound like ah. That's your chest voice. You've got your head voice, which is when you want to bump it up a notch into this head area, this head space, and I say you would feel it resonate through your sinus cavities and almost use those as your speakers, and that would sound like ee. That's your head voice. At the very top of your range is your falsetto, and that's that breathy, airy, light sounding, and that's ah. That's your falsetto voice. So those are your three voices. Very deep, and the head and falsetto. A little more substance in your head from your falsetto. That's the difference. So obviously men and women have both. They're used in all genres of singing: pop, rock, country, jazz, musical theater, which is what I'm always here to talk about. And I think that tenor and sopranos have a little bit easier time going into those falsetto and head voices just because they already sort of live in their highest registers. And mezzos and baritones have a good range, so they can easily flip up into their head and falsettos. It's basses and contraltos. They have such a deep chest voice that they've really got to work to get into those head and falsetto ranges. Not impossible. They just have to work to get on up there. But any singer should always be working to expand their ranges. So in musical theater, depending on the character and the song, you usually have to utilize all of your voices, your chest, your head, and sometimes engage with that falsetto voice, just depending on the character and the song, like I say. But sometimes there's that song that sort of lives right there as a mix with that head and falsetto, and you sort of have to seamlessly blend, and it's sort of a hybrid of the two. And I picked One Hand, One Heart from West Side Story that Maria and Tony do together. Maybe I should have picked a better song because I'm not a soprano. But I wanted to show you how you kind of have to flip between head and falsetto and head and falsetto to show you a really good example of the two voices. So let's see how this goes. But it's towards the end of the song. I'm not even going to sing the notes. I'm just going to kind of da-da-dee to show you the difference between the two voices. So. Da-da-da, da-dee, da-dee. So there it was already between falsetto and head, where I'm a little more open and relaxed. That's my falsetto, that ah-dee. Then I came back to head, where you feel it more here and more open. Ah, that's falsetto. Coming back, ee, that's head. Da, da. Very top bright note is obviously falsetto, but it's sort of a blend all in there between that head and falsetto. She's sort of building a little bit with that head, and then to get into that very bright note at the end of falsetto. I'm having to really mix the two. So that's what I'm saying. So you have to sometimes ever so lightly manipulate that and know how to just blend those sounds. I'm not a soprano, so it really I have to really work to get that out. I'd be happier, with this down a notch in my chest voice, but Mr. Bernstein didn't write that song that way. So anyway, I hope that was helpful to show you the difference between the two voices, the head and the falsetto. Subscribe to my channel, check out all my other videos, and I'll see you in the next.